Yeah, waking up with the bull in the morning. Welcome to another edition of Guess That Pepper. It's gonna throw you guys for a loop. Here's one. Here's a bigger one. I'm just gonna not. I'm gonna leave that over there. It's Mrs. Bull Cow's breakfast. Good morning to all you people out there. Guess that pepper. Here's one that I've never reviewed before. Can you guess what it is? It's peach colored. Now it's smaller than it would be if it was grown full size. This was a bonsai plant, bonchi. It's in a 1 gallon pot. Um, I'll give you a hint. I had left it for dead outside in the wintertime because it looked like there was something wrong with the plant. And if you guys were paying attention to some of my videos, you might remember seeing that one. Telling what it was. It's the first right pod I've got. It's got some small pods on it. Nothing major. Then there's this one. The spaceship, we'll call it. Let's start out with the spaceship. Very citrusy. Pretty hot. Comment below and guess what that pepper is. It's not scorching hot, but it's got good heat to it. I'm telling you right now, mostly people aren't going to guess. Because that was in a small pot also. The pheno is off. This is a trick one, guys. I'm just letting you know that. That's a trick question. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I doused my breakfast here with some Monster Mash. Now we're talking. All right. Citrusy. Not much floral. Very weird. It's not a cross either. And then there's this bad boy. Comment below. Guess what that is. I have a feeling what you're going to say is one of the parents, but not the actual pepper. Never tried this before. I'm going to be easy on it. Grapefruit. Very strong peach pod flavor. Kind of got hints of like a grapefruit peel, like grapefruit zest. I guess that's the way to describe it. I don't know. I've had some pods recently that reminded me of grapefruit, and they're a little bit sweeter. This is more, you know. More of a zing to it. Woo! It's hot now. That one bite I just took is hotter than that other whole pepper that I ate at first. Comment below on the peach pod. What you think it is? Huh? Mmm. I got seeds stuck in my teeth right now. Need something to get it out with. There we go. That's got some heat to it, boy. I knew it did. I'm glad it's not a bigger pod than that. It's got floralness to it. It's got bitterness and, you know, peach pod flavor. I'm not big on peach pods. I'm not against them either. There's some that I like better than others. But really, like yellow pods, white pods, orange pods, most of the time, those are what I levitate towards as far as personal liking. But it's not bad. It's not overly floral or bitter. It's just has some, you know, some. It's hot. That's really hot for such a small pepper. I'm sure if I had that plant in my garden and it was throwing off huge pods, I'd be in trouble right now. But it's a hot pepper. Does anybody guess what the two peppers are? I'll tell you. The first one. I don't know why the shape's coming out like this. These are isolated seeds from Jimmy Pickles. Yellow Moruga. Okay? Now, that plant was one of my best looking plants. It was double top, so it's small and it's in a small pot. It's out front. We have HOA here and stuff. So it's like rather have small bushes than not have anything because you can't grow big plants out there. Here's the thing. The first couple pods I picked from this were round. You know, they didn't look like a bonnet at all. And they had good heat to them. And then I sent some out. Miller ate one and said it wasn't that hot. And next thing you know, I start seeing these, the second batch that came through, and they look like this, or like the one I just ate, which is even more saucer shaped. None of the first pods looked like that. Okay, so this is crazy. I just think it's, but it's Yellow Moruga. I mean, it tastes like Yellow Moruga. Yellow Moruga's got more citrusy than a Smooth Yellow Scorpion. It's not a bonnet. It's not a Scotch Brain or anything like that. It's not a KSLS. I mean, it could be mistaken for any one of those three, I guess. It's not any of those. So I said I'm throwing you guys a curveball with this one. And you're going to get some people that are going to doubt that. They're going to say, no, it's not. Trust me when I tell you, the first pods didn't look like this. I don't even think Miller's looked like this. But Miller got the first of the ripened ones that are on there now. So, or maybe, no, it was a couple weeks ago. So it may have been kind of like the in-between phase. Because I started seeing a few that looked weird. But all that's on there now is there's only two ripe ones. The rest are green. And they look more squatty and bonnety, flying saucery than this. This pepper, if you watch my videos from this winter, and when I was raising everything from seed, that was the plant I left outside. It was just little. I left it out there to die. it wouldn't grow. It was, I don't remember what was wrong with it. I don't even remember, but I know I chopped it down and the leaves came back and they all just curled up and whatnot. And so I chopped it down again, and all it was this little stalk. It was a little, about the size of a pencil thickness, and then it had like a couple Y's off of it. And I said, you know what, this thing might be diseased. I don't want it around my other seedlings. So I threw it out back, and it sat out there in freezing temperatures. And I threw it out there, and it just was right in the sun, like just left it for dead. Didn't even water it, and somehow it survived. So it started growing back good, all new growth. I said, man, that plant's a survivor. So I threw it. It was in a little, this little thing. I threw it in a 1 gallon pot. There may be 1.5 or something. I don't know, but it's small. It's 1 gallon pots. I have this little shelving outside. It's like a plant stand you'd put inside, but you know, for space purposes, I threw some little bonsais out there. That one is on the bottom shelf. When I put it out there, it was fully recovered and it was doing great. And then it just looked scraggly and didn't do anything. So I just left it there. I didn't do anything to it. And now it's starting to get some pods on it. And I just seen that a ripe one when I went outside. I was like, hey. It only has about probably 6 or 7 pods. So nonetheless, it was a plant that was left for dead. So deformed yellow moruga and bonsai left for dead Cali Reaper. Yeah.